Sorry, we had to take a phone call. I guess this is turning into a question and answer session today. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah. Bring in the questions. Let me see here. No. Where did I grow up? Well, I don't want to be too divulging. I lived around the world. Okay. I graduated from high school in Korea, believe it or not, of all places. Seoul, South Korea. No, I wasn't a soldier there. I was a kid. But I went there as a soldier to train. I lived there several years. Yeah, of course I ate it. I tried it. Well, I mean, I don't eat them now, do I? No. I'm not going to answer that question. That's derogatory. Don't do that. No, I'm not going to try to lose this channel, okay? Where was the, so I didn't, how do I say this? When I lived in Germany as a kid, I didn't know what this racism bullshit was. I mean, you heard about it. I didn't experience it till I moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Then I learned about racism, both sides. Yeah, equal opportunity haters, I think. So let's get back to the prepping questions. Let's get that back to the gardening. Why do I like the calibers? Because one, they're NATO rounds, okay? And two, our military uses them. If they adopted the 6.5 Creedmoor, would I? Yeah, it would make the price go down. The problem with the Creedmoor is the barrel burns out, is so I'm told. 308, you just shoot it. You don't have to worry about the barrel burning out. But the 6.5 is such a higher. Okay. I'm not a precision shoot. No, I'm not a precision shooter. I like to shoot. I like to have tight shot groups. But no, I'm not okay. Just hold on just a minute. The only people that are snipers are people that went to sniper school. Really, whatever sniper school you went to. I didn't go to. I wasn't infantry. I was a medic. What's a medic doing sniper training for? No. Well, then, yeah, you're a real soldier. You're just not a sniper. Not everybody in the military is a sniper. Okay. There's only a few jobs in the military that you could go to school to become one. And I didn't have that MOS. No, I wasn't a Green Beret. I was a good medic. I can eat Green Beret medic's knowledge for lunch now, but that's besides the point. Why? Well, because I'm a nurse practitioner. I do what I do for a living. They do what they do for a living. Work together. I've always wanted to help people. That's always been all I wanted to do, was provide the best medical care that I can for people. Because I'm a people person. No, I don't have the best personality, okay? Yeah, I know. So here's the thing about my videos, okay? Since I'm going to answer it, since you're watching, thank you for tuning in. I like to make videos. Do I use AI in my videos? Of course I do. I am not how do you say it? A director. I use it for the B-roll. It's easier. I still like to think I get my point across. Yeah, of course I make videos just me. Watch my video from this morning. Okay? That I made. I got up at 3 this morning to film it. It was a good video. I enjoyed making it. I took it in one shot. Yeah, I probably made some gaffes or mistakes in it. That's okay. But it's authentic, you know. One thing I'm learning not to do that I've done in all my other videos is I've learned not to add the subtitles. They say to add them, but it's so distracting. And you can get subtitles on YouTube automatically if you just learn the setting. So why do it twice? And the shorts, okay, yeah. The shorts are cool. It just takes the best parts of the video and you can make shorts out of it. It's like washing your clothes over and over again and using it to make a video. So that's that. I stutter sometimes, excuse me. Let's get back to the gardening question, prepping questions. When did I become a prepper? February 1992. I remember the month because I was in SEER school at Fort Bragg, at Camp McCall, Camp Row. We processed in at Bragg and we went to Row when they made the name change in '89, I think. He was a POW, a Green Beret POW. Yes, I knew I didn't know the bearded one personally, but let's just say I was familiar with this with him, okay? If you know what I'm saying. So I went down from, I lost a lot of weight in SEER school. I don't remember how much I lost. I think I went down to 179 pounds from 202 to 179. It took a couple of months to put back on. Yeah. Well, because, I remember the first real thing that I ate after SEER school was they fed us some eggs, some boiled eggs. And see, they served us sardines thinking we wouldn't like them, but I love the hell out of some canned sardines and rice. I will eat that shit all day. So yeah, some guys were like, ugh, smell of it. I'm like, no, give me that. Give me some of that rice. In Korea, did I eat rice? Of course I did. So here's the thing. We would go to, we went to that place called Itaewon in Korea. We hung out, sat outside during the summer, drank some soju mixed with some Kool-Aid, and just sat there and we talked. We never got in trouble we didn't do anything, stupid, because our parents would get in trouble and beat our asses. That's a military base, so you have to mind your P's and Q's as a dependent. And I did. Did I ever get in trouble with the law? No. Never did. So back to the prepping questions. What things are you going to prep this prepping season for the fall? I know I'm going to do onions. I have to. I want to grow some onions. And did you know that the onions actually, they ward off a lot of other pests in your garden? They can't stand the smell of it. So historically, like last year and the year before, what I would do is I would grow the onions around the food that I was growing to leave pests out. This year, and okay, it didn't make a damn bit of difference because they're in raised beds. This year I didn't do it, and I got just as much. So the next question here, let me see. What are those antennas, those copper antennas? That's called electroculture, okay? And what it does, excuse me, it takes the energy from the electromagnetic core, the earth, from the metal iron core, and it puts out them EM waves, and the copper picks it up and puts that energy into the soil, and it helps vitalize the soil. I did a couple videos on electroculture. So yeah, that's why you see those weird antennas. I'm not trying to talk to Mars base, okay? They're just antennas. Well, because it's a natural thing. I haven't had a problem with those Japanese beetles this year at all. Not a single one. Well, maybe it's because of the antennas. I don't know. I'm just trying to turn here. I'm a slow turner. I'm a slow driver. That's a silly question. Next. So if I had the space, that that greenhouse that I have you basically it's a pop-up greenhouse, and you have to secure the hell out of it. It's not a permanent structure. So no, I don't think I would leave it open out all winter. The wind would destroy it. Here in Northwest Indiana, they call Chicago the Windy City for a reason. You can always fly a kite. Same thing here, because the wind, hear me out for a minute. It's because the lake, the lake produces a lot of that wind. Because there's waves and stuff. And the energy from the sun heats the water, and that makes the air move, right? Convection, convention. When did I decide to get a freeze dryer? When I learned about them. I mean, I remember reading about freeze dryer. I didn't know that they had them until I did the research, and they'd been out for 5 years. So was I early on the bandwagon for freeze dryers? No. I was there. And do I love my freeze dryer? Yeah, I have a Harvest Right. It's a medium size. So back in the original Harvest Rights, you had to have a special plug for the large and the extra large. Now you can use the same plug that you plug everything else into. The only thing that's ever failed on my Harvest Right was the pump, which pumps are going to fail, folks. You use a pump, eventually it's going to fail. And that's okay. So yeah, as a backup, I would buy another pump. I'm spoiled a little bit. Okay, so I like the oilless pumps. I know they don't last as long, but whatever. It's just one less liquid I have to deal with. What do I like to clean my rifles with? I have a big bottle of cleaner, and I just use that one thing. Yeah. My favorite caliber? What do you think it is? No, it's not a 22. No, it's not the niche rounds. I've never really gotten into the Creedmoors, okay? I've never gotten into not the 7. My favorite caliber is a 50 BMG. Why? You ever shoot one? You ever shoot a 50? It's like heaven, okay? Literally, it's like heaven. It's just so relaxing. Is it loud? Yeah, of course it's loud. But guess what, folks? It's so relaxing. You shoot a couple of them. I have a bolt action single shot. Well, I'm not rich. I'm not getting a semi-automatic. Those things are expensive, okay? Yeah, I do have a Bear Creek Arsenal 300 Win Mag. And yeah, it does. Well, with the exception that I had some problems with the just getting the thing out. But no, I would recommend them, okay? I don't have any sponsorship with them or anything. But yeah, I would recommend them. No, it's never failed on me, okay? I've only shot it a couple times. It's a niche round, and it's expensive. The 300 Win Mag is not a cheap round, folks. Did I get it zeroed? Yeah, I got it zeroed. But I've learned that I used to be a second focal point guy. Now I need that zoom. I need that magnification for my eyes on the reticule. I need to be able to see that reticule. I used to be so now I want that reticule to get larger as I zoom in. I have a March scope. That's the highest magnification. Yeah, a couple thousand. No, I don't think I would sell it. No, I mean, I don't have the white phosphor night vision. I have the green kind. That's what I've looked through my eyes all the time. Actually, that's a good question. I was going to get a white phosphor PVS 14. And then I learned about the freeze dryer. So I reneged on because with the guy that I could buy my night vision through, you could put things on layaway and pay it off in time. And he didn't care how long. I don't know if he's in business still like that. Well, I wouldn't renege. I would pay it off in a couple months. And he refunded me my money, minus the service charge, which was reasonable. And I got my Harvest Right freeze dryer. I wanted to get the large, but at the time you needed a special outlet, and it really wasn't that big of a deal. But I'm not an electrician, so I got the medium one. Do I have any regrets? Yeah, I wish I had gotten the large one. You know, I watched the video. Okay, here, check this out. Go to Canadian Prepper, okay? Because he said he's selling all his freeze dryers and everything, like at 20% off for a while. Check that. If you want to get one through him. Yeah, I know I've got an affiliate with Harvest Right, but really, if you could get 20% off, I don't care. Get it. Yeah, I know he's going to make that money. That's okay. But he's selling them for 20%. So get that now from him. I thought about getting if he's selling it through his website. I haven't looked. And another wire, pump, oilless pump. I would get it through him. Yeah, he sells gear. I mean, it is what it is. Man's trying to make a living, but I think he's going to go automation now, like everybody else. What's the status of my Amazon? Yeah, I do have an Amazon storefront now as an influencer, but I'm real particular about what I'm putting in there. So I'm working on it, and I don't want to post it until it's ready. Well, a lot of medical gear. It's going to be some prepping gear. Of course, it's going to have prepping gear. But stuff that I'm not an expert on. I'm not going to recommend a knife. I'm not a knife guy. Bow and arrows? Yeah, of course I have a bow and arrow. I have an old traditional one. Yeah, so I'm just not going to recommend something because it's junk. What the most expensive thing so far is a dual tube night vision goggle. The thing's going to go over 10,000 on there. Who do I think is going to buy it? Someone that can afford to buy a $10,000 night vision goggle on Amazon. That's who. Can I afford it? Yeah. No, if they wanted to do a brand with me, yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I would be truthful about my testing and my results. I'm not one to lie about shit. So yeah, that's why I want to get a bunch of land, and I'm hoping my YouTube channel just takes off, so I can buy land and I can do the night shooting without having to erase. I can't do it in the suburbs here because people would get arrested. Me. And I could do it out in the country, and that area would become my bug out location. Okay, it's easy to cache stuff, okay, because nobody looks down. You just dig down, bury it, boom, 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 quiet, cool. Yeah. What's that? Oh, you want to see Baby Bach? Okay, yeah. This is my toy. Daughter had him as a baby. She called him Baby Bach. So he's in my videos with me. No, he doesn't talk. He's not battery operated. Right? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. I take him to the gun range. Well, you know what? I got a daughter. I got to play with my daughter. We play with the toys, okay? Yeah. Well, she would just eat the strawberries off the vine, or whatever you want to call a strawberry. Yeah, the fun part is if she wants a carrot, I just pull the carrot out of the ground, wipe it with the green, wipe it good, and you can eat it like that. So yeah, I do like the colored carrots. It's mostly the external part that's colored, and the inside is just carrot color. Um, you just let them sit until you're ready to harvest them, but don't let them. Do not let the carrots go through a freezing season. You'll destroy them because they'll freeze and they thaw and they get all soggy, and you can't eat them then. No, I'll take a few more questions and then I got to get going. If I could do it over, okay. Well, I went to RN school, got my associates, then I got my bachelor's, then I became a nurse practitioner. I got accepted to go to that PA school, but I didn't. Oh, I mean, it wasn't in the in my life. It wasn't meant for me to go to med school. We practice at the same standard. Okay, that doesn't change. It's our education is different, and you can't forget. You can't take away the everyday experience and all the continuing education that I constantly do. That's a big part of it. Okay, you can't learn stuff from just reading a book. You have to experience it. Talk to patients. That's one thing I've learned how to do. Even on the phone, I, I have patients that get frustrated because they think I'm going to go with one way, and I'm not. And I'm really just trying to gather the information to help make an informed decision. Of course, I make referrals to specialists. I'm a general practitioner. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up, folks. Everyone, thank you for the questions. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a very productive live stream today. I really enjoyed it with everybody. Yeah, well, but the thing is, it's my phone, and when I call, the stream goes off. I can't control that. I don't know. I'm not. Am I computer smart? Yeah. I don't know how to block that, but I think we're going to call it a day, folks. This is Suburban Prepper. This is my new saying I like to say after every video. And, it's going to be in every video that I make from now on. Okay. This is survival. This is resilience. This is Suburban Prepper.